One of the things I've seen you mention in some other podcasts is that our website is often that gateway to a bad day. When you're looking at a clinic's website, what are the biggest red flags you look for?
The first thing I look for is claims. Because if you are, you run straight into the Federal Trade Commission, and that's a pain in the neck to deal with. FDA sometimes, your state licensing body sometimes. And you have to understand when you're looking at the neighborhood of risks, you're not just looking at regulators, you're also thinking about plaintiffs' lawyers, you're thinking about as well competitors, pissed off former employees, patients that are upset. So you have to kind of take into account the perspective that all these folks have when you're standing up a website. Are you, for example, are you talking about dosing and cycling on your website when it relates to peptides? There are certain things that are attention getting in a bad way. The risk enhancing things, claims about product outcome. That's because there's this general prohibition against false, deceptive, or misleading advertising. Like back in the early spate of cease and desists and lawsuits from pharma was, hey, you're using our words. You're using the words semaglutide and tirzepatide and retatrutide, and we own that. That's our stuff. When we went back and scrubbed these websites, we were like, hey, you're going to get into trouble using these words. Let's find other language. So I look for regulatory dangerous language. I also look for lawsuit attractive language. And we bring it to the client's attention and say, this is what I think you should change so you could reduce your risk profile. Those are probably the two dominant things that we look at.
Let's say I put on my website, BPC 157 can help treat, let's do it a different way. BPC 157 can help with the pain associated with arthritis. BPC 157 may help with joint pain. Would a regulator look at that as a claim?
No.
If I say the
May,
may, can, or might?
yeah, may,
Okay.
can, arguably, has been reported to. Here's some clinical studies about it. You attach it to your website. Yeah, it's all about that nuanced kind of language that makes all the difference. And then you don't have to call me.